And go for the hit here. Virtus Pro, stack rotation, already have 4 players here. The 5th now will look to join the fray as they hunt for the kills. It's Sanji, the draw first blood here in the best of 3. Rez will fall, doubling up against the likes of Plopsky as well. ZTR falls to Yekindar, and Hampus suddenly stands alone as the last player left for the T-side line. 1 on 4 for him, well out of dodge, well out of position. It looks like this is going away.
It looks like VP's been doing their homework. What a read that is out on the pistol round. They've got 4 players stacked in to beat Baker. I will give it that, but let's see what he can find with it. I mean, any more than 1 kill, and I think you pretty much get the reward. That's the first with the headshot. Tries to get a second pick up towards Party. This could be good damage coming in. James gets another one with the Nova. Damn, he's as crisp with the Nova as he is with the AWP.
You should not be allowed to get kills from that long range with a shotgun. Oh, he's
done
more.
it again!
Plenty of money for James. 2,700 bucks in the bank. Smoke from Hampus there. Still makes a short control, and actually, Buster's not ready for it. I guess they thought they'd be suppressed thanks to no smoke coming through, so caught off guard. 5 on 4 has been gained. Hampus staying alive at 11 HP. Boost will come back from one of the rifles up here, the AWP of James looking on to connect to, expecting some sort of T-side contact, and there is a player out there, but flick towards ZTR is going to be...
And try to see if they can get a little bit of bathrooms control. As a player actually pushed up towards the fighter, Yekindar overextending.
Now Plopsky with the secondary kill of the round here for NIP. VP shut back against the man advantage. 1 player close towards site, player also rotating in from dumpster. Jane will get dealt with. Sanji trying to trade, but Rez trades it right back, so it's all left to kicker.
Over another AWP, and James could drop him over an AK, or an M4 if he likes.
Execution itself, they have peeked in and thrown James aim off, so he misses that shot on the AWP. The second face will not miss on Rez though, and now another CT presses closer here in Sanji. That UMP at close quarters combat could potentially rip apart some players here in the bathrooms, and indeed it does get ZTR. That's a big secondary frag. Nork trying to recover it. They've dropped that bomb as well, so NIP, they're suppressed here.
Yeah, they're running out of options, and even through the smoke, finally Sanji falls. But look at the read already coming out towards the A side. Missed AWP shot. There could be a swing out from default from Kick It, and now it's just down to Plopsky and Nork to really get the things going. They're running out of time. They've got to get these entries immediately.
1 trade back from Nork, burning away from Plopsky. 10 seconds, gonna get that bomb to the site, or backline still connects for James. Secondary kill, and bomb plant can be secured. James can't quite deny it from his position, so Plopsky on for a clutch, but suppressed in from both entries to the site. Buster bursts through, sees his man. Plopsky gets a tag off to try and force this player away, but now the AWP will start peeking in, looking for his kill. Buster goes falling, Plopsky with 2 frags so far. James seeing him, scopes up, can't land a shot. Green face in, sees a pixel angle, and Plopsky will win the fight. No M4 for Buster either, light on the Fama. VP will press forward, try to punish them regardless. James and Yekindar with those opening 2 frags. M4 could get flanked by Plopsky, but that's still a massive start for this CT side. Yeah, Norg will respond towards them and take him down. Orpa James again going to try to get to position and try and counter a trade. Got 1 player close towards mid though, and no one has the info on Plopsky. Takes that kill back to a 3-on-3, and now they can hit the A site, no trouble. Virtus Pro will get here very late. They'll have to go for a retake.
Oh, Sanji just pushing straight throughout from that garbage smoke, and now it's just down to a couple of players.
Thing to work with here for the VP side. Smokes go down. Got to act quick again, as you mentioned, no kit in this particular round. Kicker gets that 1 frag and doubles up with the spray, and that Buster can get right on the bomb stick for 10 seconds.
Plopsky was able just to catch players off guard, and now we're starting to see a fight coming through towards the A side. Sanji really struggling, back to the 3 versus 3, and now even Kick It falls.
Back and forth in this round. Trades going towards one side and then towards the other. They haven't accounted for this long play from the AWP though, and he gets the kill to a 2 versus 2. Did he see the second man? I don't think he caught information. Doesn't matter. The trade will come back to reveal his position, but still James lands his shots, and now looks for Plopsky. 1-on-1. Oh, the USP wins the fight somehow. Only player untagged at this stage for the T side is Nork at 100. Down at 64, and finally Rez will fall to Yekindar. 4-on-4 scenario being gained here by the VP side. 25 seconds, and NIP do need to act. Kicker sitting in the midst of the smoke up. Monster gets Plopsky to drop, and Nork leaning up with the Deagle. Looking back behind the default boxes, flash is evaded. Yekindar ready for 1 player to face him. Gets that kill together, needing to double up, and eventually drops that bomb now to this 1 of Hampus. Does get a kill to return, but 7 seconds to plant the bomb. Got to do it safely. And the CT's creeping up so quick from all angles. He'll just secure the plant, but he won't have enough time to get away and defend. Once again, a walkout of Monster. Nork will try and lead that shot. There's 2 players close beside to try and deal with it. Kicker gets a USP kill in for that one. Trade is quick with a 3-on-3 now. NIP tagged up. USP, James starting to lean up here. Player up ahead, we're going to get dealt with. 2 left standing. Plopsky makes it 1, and the Deagle default to none. Plopsky with 4 kills, but missed. That's not what we want to see. That's going to leave the execution to come in early from NIP. M4 spray through a little bit high on the crosshair. Placement still got a family here towards short. Gets 1 trade back to a 4-on-4. M4 and his feet has got to swing out wide to get it back. So Molotov might force him back, and in the end he does go falling. But James with the orb to respond to Hampers. So 3v3 situation. The retake is still on here for the CT side.
Yeah, bomb's not even yet planted here for NIP. I'm finally going to go down to ZTR, and James, although we took that shot in Connect, is actually going to start to rotate back up and back up his teammates. Coming out from heaven, and Graffiti, the UMP up close, tries to back up Yakinda to find a couple of kills, and then James gets involved too.
To the connector control from the CT side, keeping the T's at bay. Reads the angle so well on ZTR. Sees bullets flying in from connector, doing damage, forced to reload. The AWP, James going to back him up because Red's coming in from stairs, gets swung upon, gets taken down, and now 2 left for the T side line. 1 kill for Nork, can respond to Yakinda at last, but 3 or 4 towards mid, maybe another one towards long if James not careful. He's scoped in a bit too fast, and Nork can take a trade. Rotations will come through, so now VP start converging on the A site. They have a kit in for Buster. Kicker's going to fall to a 2 versus 2. North is 3K. Sanji swings, gets that kill in. Plopsky now stands alone. Into the back lines here, to the dumpster area. Spray back, takes that frag, but Sanji quick to reposition and respond. The Kicker is going to put those nades up and just try hold them. Swings, gets a headshot, continues to spray against the 2 players boosted up on top of the default boxes, but doesn't get kills against either of them. Player in connector that could catch off ZTR, depending on how he faces. Orb shot from James connects and takes him down. And now the long players put the smokes up. They realise what's coming in for them. Sandy with his Eagle back at the site. Is he going to dime anybody? Oh, that flick kill on the first man. Back to the second. Only does tag damage. Plopsky comes up with 2 frags, and the Orb of James can't connect. They're in the back of the A site, and Yakinda moves up towards the bathrooms now to try find an entry in the back. Sees his man, but Yakinda lands the headshot, and Plopsky now back behind the dumpster barrel here at the back control. Flash in, flick, back spray connects to Yakinda, and now it's all on James. The AWP is not James time for him, as once again, the USP takes a clutch for his favour against VP on overpass, but they look towards their CT half to try and see if they can shut it back down. A lot of players can connector, and Plopsky with the great reads on the T side positions will take Kicker down through the smoke.
Great trading coming back and forth from both sides, and VP are actually taking the aggressive approach, trying to force forward in towards Graffiti, but it's more kills coming back now in favour of the CT side. Yakinda and James need to work together, and James is so incredibly low, just down to 1 point of health, and now it's all down to Yakinda. Caught
firepower for the T side, and there's only 1 kit in play for Norg. He better not go down if they're not careful here. Molotov's on shore, going to suppress for even longer. Finally, a trade back from Yakinda is going to be found, but they need to press forward here. AUG and Fama coming in, Kicker back behind the wall here over at the jungle position. Sees 2, gets taken down, he gets nothing back to it. Sandy with an Eagle, taps through, Tech 9 coming back. Sandy's going to get dealt with. Buster here towards the bomb planter, but no, can't deny it. They've got to get back on with the kit, and they're turning away as they walk out. A monster counter smoke comes back from the CTs with counter flashes as well. That will blind them off. Buster into sight. There's a kill for Kicker. Close NTR going to catch off 1 out towards the toxic barrels. 2 for 1 trades on Sanji, James and Nork. Buster turns that orb straight towards Nork once again. And Ray as well. He's back on the A site, just barely getting into the rotation positions, and now just forced to go back and save.
They could be on to at least take their opponent's map pick to start this one off, to qualify to the group stage of IEM Katowice.
Or 2. Molotov's in, the AWP has no idea about this. Facing from 1 player, damage is going to get done, and indeed Nork does shut down the bomb planter. It's a 3-on-3 with the rifle picked up. They're stuck in the door out towards Squeaky, and Paking for Nork, trying to see if he can find his next frag. No, kill found 10 seconds. 1 player towards water, and Rez comes in with the barrel plate, kills back 6 seconds. Got to get these kills real quick. Kicker gets 1, has no info on ZTR. ZTR's going to wait and bait. The USP's going to win it. They've gone away with an eco and a post-round frag as Kicker falls and a low timer for VP, running that clock out to nothing as a result of their T side. Here we are with our fast play that can try and change the pace once again. 2 for 2 trades will come back at the T side. 3 on 3. That bomb's been left towards T spawn though. They might make a spirit mistake. NTR back in the cover corner here at Water. Gonna have to adjust against one player. Lord can trade back on Sanji to a 2-on-2. James is extremely low HP, and now the last man left as Rez picks up Kicker, and he's got to rotate back to go ahead and grab that bomb. Bonus cash in hand. Let's see what he can do against these 2 players. Everyone's tagged heavily. Ooh. He gets that 1 kill in against Nork. Rez will trade it back. Kicker moving up with the Galil to the back line's gonna grab that bomb. Start pressing forward towards the A site. They've got 1 player extending out towards long here from Hampus. He's going to get shut down by James, expecting him. Takes him down. Now leaving it all on Rez with that AWP to the back of the site. Gets that 1 kill. Flash in to try and force him off angle. That'll be semi-successful. Secondary flash allows Sanchez to make his way around the corner. AWP so close towards him, he has absolutely no idea. And Plopsky has his AWP backed up. 3 versus 2. Bomb on a site now dropped here by the M4. And James with a hell of a task to clutch this one against NIP again. 10 seconds remaining. Isolates that 1 player, but no. Plopsky makes it 3 kills and makes it 12. VP, usually supported by some amount of utility. Flashbang comes in, sees 1 man. Spray through, forces him off angle, still going to kill. Player over at Round, that's the AWP that takes the kill on 1. Deagle and James coming back and forth. Hampus keeps it at 3-on-2, and ZTR with his M4 up close. Incendiary drives 1 man back. The bomb still close towards the site. Sees a player, spots his back, can't line up the headshot. Gonna flank in. But ZTR checked it. James drops that bomb. His patience would have been a virtue in any other scenario, but here and now it costs them big time.
Oh, it does. It really does. And especially if Buster can't get this bomb plan in, the money's going to be awful for VP.
And I'm at 10. Much worse for the Virtus Pro camp. They're on double eco status, full and through. And they're going to rush out. Monster Hampers second shut it down. Takes that 1 frag. Kinder with 2 massive headshots on the Tech 9. Now ZTR gets involved here towards default. TK with Buster though. He's taking out Kinder. Put it back to a 3 versus 3. And ZTR close to the site. Playing in the midst of the smoke. When's he going to clear? Can he deny the bomb planter? He hears it coming through, but he's going to wait and bait and wait for backup to get to position. So T's trying back off from the site itself. ZTR escapes towards Water and now resets himself to a back standard. 3 versus 3 retake now. Rez spam through, tag blow alongside ZTR is at 21 points of health. Zanji with a Tech 9 waiting for someone to come out towards Rap Control. Tap on a headshot, takes that 1 player. Back turn, Rez can trade it. James can respond. North now left alone in the 1 versus 2. He gets that first frag, but now Buster here to defend the bomb itself. They're not on the defuse. There's just about enough time to get the kit. And North gets tapping 1 shadow scene, gets that kill. Has he got time for this though? It's down to the last second for this defuse, but it's coming through for him. 14 to NIP.
ZTR as well, ready with a smoke at playing out from Pillar. VP gonna rush into B though.
Incendiary down, Plopsky and take out Kicker. Their B defensive is locked out pretty well. ZTR lands his last bullet on Sanji in the midst of the smoke. He will fall. 4 versus 3 SMG out. Transfer spray back into the planter. Kinder can respond towards it, but ZTR still on the frags. It's James alone with the AK picked up the bomb out of the open. Can recover it. But now needs to get it to the site for a plant, and Nook's not having any of that. Map point for Ninjas. Damage done to Sanji, but doesn't get the frag on him. Just down to 82 points of HP. Kickert's hoping someone extends out from this weak door, but nobody does. Hammers back towards top context, a secondary frag, but not quite the triple. James dinked down to 6 HP though, so NIP doing stellar stuff here in the 29th.
Oh, look at the damage that they've done. Already getting a couple of opening picks. Hampus doing lovely work from Connector, and even dinking down onto James. Starting to go a little bit more passive at the B site. ZTR and Plopsky not like playing this as a retake setup, but maybe just allowing that post plant to go through.
They cut down to 38 HP. Flash in, Incendiary's back bomb plant. Not going to be secured. Kicker actually gets a kill back on the ZTR, so 3-on-3 retake coming in as the plant is secure. But again, such low HP for 2 players on that T side. Kicker and James are going to be the real problem children. Sanji got to do the heavy lifting here. The AK down at Water. Smokes down towards short control. Kicker is siphoned off from the site. But he's focusing so heavily on the connected control. Sees the head of 1 man. Can't quite take it down. Sanji focusing ahead. 2 CTs inbound. 1 kill's found. Trade back on Kicker. But North strikes, and James left alone. 2 kills to his name, stalling for time, swinging a hit comes through, and Rez just gets the kill, just gets the defuse. NIP have a 16-13 win on the first map of the best of 3, 1 up above Virtus Pro. I'm hoping those are the series odds, because map odds, there could be a very difficult time about that one. Molotov's doing damage to Plopsky, facing forward, taken out by Buster. He draws. He met a lot of a very big utility setup here from Virtus Pro. 3 smokes and 2 flashes total, and as one player goes down, they might like to take some of that away here on the CT cap.
Yeah, get those cross smokes forward, maybe have another one left for the post plant if you want to start to re-smoke up towards short, maybe give yourself a little bit more security and towards the bomb site itself. Hampus getting more information over the top of those smokes. Pretty much everyone in rotation. ZTR straight through the smoke, drops that bomb and finds an advantage back up for the CTs.
Back on the second player, Hampus has seen it. Can't land that headshot on the bomb planter though. Yakinda will trade it back to from the CT spawn. 2 more out towards the short control. A 2-pronged attack as ZTR will end up falling. 2 kills for Yakinda, shut down by Rez, but Kickup comes in with a quick response. Yakinda with 3 kills in that pistol round and drive away from the CT side. Nork's repositioning his scout, getting ready to go for the executioner. So it will come through. 2 players out of the tunnels. There's a kill from Nork that does drop Jamin at least. That bomb going out of play temporarily. A Buster takes him down through the smoke. Headshot found. Plopsky left alone towards the mid-short position. 2 players siphoned off from short with those Molotovs coming down from the T side line. Sandy's taken 60. Plopsky still hunting for an angle. Takes 1 player out. Continues his spray through the smoke, trying to catch somebody else that might be lurking in the midst of it. But Yakinda gets those 2 kills on shore, on site. Bomb plant can be received. Big green guns back in. Only 1 can be saved by the NIP side. Nork there to back off towards this short control.
With the man up.
Jamin with that shot straight towards Hampus. He adds Virtus Pro down the mid doors here. Molotov's in, nades, close AWP for Nork, ready for 1 receival, and does take Buster back to a 4-on-4. ZTR and Sanji are tagged low. ZTR in particular backlines at that B side, lines up 2 kills, actually flicks back towards Sanji, only gets the 1 frag, and I think he may have seen the other player towards Carl. Now Molotov will try and force him out. He's heavily tagged up here, and Kiko takes him down. Nork there with the AWP response to a 3-on-2. Bomb on the B side, so these T side players have got to act. Backstabbing down towards the tunnels area, gets James off, and it's all left to Yakinda. Spotted out here towards mid control, flicks from the AWP, does not quite land. He finds himself a kill as a result. Knows that there's 1 player in the back, 1 player in the front. 60 seconds, they're forcing an issue back on towards Rez. It is going to be his round position. Nork in, trying to see if he can put out anything, but that smoke will try and keep him at bay. Rez gets the kill on Yakinda instead, so that's 2 for nothing on the trades. Kick out hunting for a pickback somewhere. That bomb's still on the short position. He's scoped in, but can't spot any of these CT players here. Looks back around from the short boxes. Might have vision on Rez, might be able to take him down, but they're running out of time here. 20 seconds. That bomb's got a cross here. It's now exposed towards Rez. The AK not allowed to get the kill back. Then allowed to kick in the face up. Ooh! Finally get a kill alongside Sanji, following suit on Plopsky. Makes his way around towards Long. Also gets another good kill back. And the T's have turned this whole thing back around. Sanji with 3. Yes, the bomb partner will drop, and Hampus will get traded to 1 versus 1. Still on. Quadra up for this man. USP will be enough against Sanji, and indeed, he lands it for his own 4K. But no, Yakinda's only started to get towards ramp now. Molotov coming in towards this short position, driving the CTs away. Bomb can cross, but ZTR still gets the kill on Kiko, so that's a frag bound. Man advantage game for MIP. Yes, they are tagged, but so are several players on the T-side line. That smoke's got to go down for Yakinda, because now Sanji is dropped. They can't afford to concede side presence of the map control. ZTR facing in alongside Hampus, a risky jump face that almost cost him his life. The game will go down for it, and Yakinda is quick to follow. Have had confidence that they've shown over the course of this series, and they'll demonstrate it right there to open up the round itself. Question for ZTR as he cleans up 3 kills. Perfect coordination with Hampus on the utility bait, and just like that, it's a 5-on-1. Virtus Pro capitulating in the round.
Oh, that util, the util was everything. Nork does the hard work to find that first pick. They flash into the upper tunnels, and ZTR swings with it. Rez finishes off case too. Oh, let's have a look at that again, Jay.
Beautiful from Nork, but it was good play from ZTR. Watch the adjustment on that second man as well.
Maybe another sort of similar tactic in which they just go for the short execution, have a late lurk out from Long. Very quick coming in, and the information already gained from Plopsky.
1-for-1 trades, Rez. Watching when it's in here to go back down behind. These smokes coming through, tap burst up. There's Jamin Yakinda with 2 more picks. And it looks like maybe NIP are going to get overwhelmed for this round. Two-man advantage. They're putting the incendiaries down as they can, trying to see if they can force the issue back on the T-side line, but Yakinda's just going to get this bomb plant in. Will burn.
VP, and for NIP, there's still a fair bit of money in the bank, so they're not going to struggle too heavily when it comes to the buy status.
Yakinda out to the mid control, jump facing back here, face forward, and Rez gets the opener on Yakinda. That's what we need to see from these guys. They want to try and take this round back and take the scoreline as close as possible, with James also falling in the long house. Now they've dealt with the most powerful. It's got to come in right now, Kayla. They've got to basically just go from wherever that bomb is into the site itself, because there's not going to be enough time to set up a default or an execution. ZTR takes Buster next. Aggression from Plopsky is going to get punished by Sanji. They've seen where that bomb is at, though, and they know it's got to make its way in towards the site. Norg's got to take that orb straight towards his face. 10 seconds remaining. Smokes goes down towards the cross position, and a peek in, sees his man, takes it out. That's round over. Kickout's way too far back. He can't pick up the bomb. He can't get to the site in time, and that's 6 for NIP. And has the backup in Nork there to watch for the long position. This is a very awkward defensive from NIP. If they can take down that one player in Plopsky, then that basically secures the site. And it'll have to be down towards this short commitment here. What can Plopsky do? Smokes back, sees them coming. We're going to need to call for backup as a result, turning away to play anti-flash. Secondary flash going to go way too far. Sees that one man, takes it down. Spray through, catches 2. And Kiko takes a trade. With 10 seconds remaining, that incendiary can still stop them. Kiko makes his way through the fire, gets shut down by it. And while Jane will get the exit frag, he won't get the round. NIP make their way up to it. You usually see it coming out from the site itself at the tunnel's entrance. But now Buster here to try and defend against them all coming out here. Neezy taps the head, catches one. That's Kiko instead stealing it. Buster takes ZTR, but Yakinda falls in trade. So 3-on-3 is the last man left towards this B bomb site. Rez can get sandwiched in by 2 CTs here. If he can get even 1 kill, he'll get the advantage back for his teammates, but it will be a 2v2 retake.
And no kit in play for this CT side, but they are coming and charging in towards the upper tunnels. The timing is everything for Madness. And he comes back in with the USP, trying to tap up. And now all down to Plopsky. A lot of damage done onto James. And Plopsky not really peeking out from the window position. Trying to slow it down. Waits out the time, commits to the fight, taps away. And NIP are going to be able to clutch around.
They might be aware of the sheer numbers game at this stage, but still playing out the defaults to recover a man advantage. And indeed, Rez and Hampers can take one player back, needs to get this second kill. Hampers is low on HP, but Rez still doubles up. And now they can put that bomb into the B site. These 2 players taking A control. The CT's at Brendo, they're coming up. Talk will get James, and he'll double up on Yakinda. Wow. Ninjas still able to outplay VP.
And Virtus Pro just looking to try and see if they can get aggressive out from Longhouse, but Plopsy's going to be ready for that move.
Yeah, 2 frags nice and easy on the spray down. Five versus 3 situation. Ninjas in pajamas currently in full control of the situation. Smokes do go down as Kicker watches with the Deagle. Backed up here, Molotovs into the back of the B site, ready in the cubby corner. One man takes him down, spams through, but only gets that 1 frag.
They're on a 9-game winning streak too, with BO3s and best of 5s.
Allowing ZTR to really fit into the context of this lineup, allow their main stars to continue doing what they do and just take 2 frags back against the VP side. Sanji and James chiming in. Sanji can get traded, so there's that much rolling for the T-side line. Tops down on James. Nades on, doing damage. AK on Hampus does not catch Yakinda. AWP, Smokes sees 1 player dropping down. Can't land his flick together on him. Players still here with the T-side line. Finally, ZTR will fall into the look on short. Tagged up, sprayed up. T-side players making their moves in. All the attention drawn towards mid, though. 1 kill found on Hampus, and now the T-side looks to try and act. Flashbang keeps Kicker blind. The Sanji's there to bail him out. Get a kill. Kicker will eventually fall to ZTR, but he's on 4 points of health. Has a CT on site. 1 CT coming in from the doors as well. 35 seconds to pick up this bomb plant, and the Molotov coming in to try and drive Sanji away. They'll hear him burning. He'll go down to nothing as ZTR credited with the kill. Nork still locking on, ready for someone to make their move in. And now Buster closing into the back lines. 1 jumping player, and Yakinda's going to see what's going on, but this backstab basically has them unlocked. 20 seconds to get the bomb plant. Finally, the bomb can cross.
Get that bomb plant in just to try and get a bit of safety. ZTR trying to back up his teammate, and unfortunately
but can't connect the shot to the next player back over in a pick position. Buster evading that opportunity. It's Hampus that takes out Kicker
B's
towards
open.
the mid position. Smoke out. B's completely open, but NIP have got that bomb committed towards long already. They've got to go towards the A play. The best Hampus can do is backstab against them, and James going to shut him down with a P250 to a 3 versus 3. Plopsky's going to move up. Buster still has that awkward play. Takes out one. AK swings up the side. Takes the 2 frags and opens it back up with a plant that can now be secured.
Jame in a 1v2 retake, but it's Nork with the enemy Peter. A little bit of early contact coming through as a bit of a lurk smoke from the T side. See if they can work around it. Oh, Buster just spamming through, just bursting through that smoke. Finds a first pick, and he even makes it a second. What? Absolutely no vision.
And now the Orpa Jame watching from the short position, ready for three more T-side players to make their way out into the A bomb site. Good shot on the first man, Plonsky to 4 peak. Back in on the second, can't quite land it. Very difficult flick towards the head. And Nade's up, not doing any damage. The bomb can make its way into the site. I mean, it's got to get past AWP first, and Jame not taking any prisoners as Nork falls next. Rez, last man standing at
Side.
AK tap on Sanji, takes the opener on Hampus. Smoke down on the corner to get him back over to pit control. As NIP lose long, it's Rez peeking in first up towards the mid position. Kickers going to try to flash his way in. Caught with utility in his hands. That's Rez's chance to take the kills back. Plopsky follows suit on Buster, and now B-site is instantly under control for the Ninjas. A trade attempted for Yakinda.
Right, it really looked like he wanted to go in for the retake, but Sanji and Jame had already backed off. He had to do the same. Initial solo challenge coming out from Hampus, and he loses that opening fight. Yakinda now out from CT. He's going to get smoked off. Needs to try and push forward on it. Just try and spam through.
Ahead of the smoke, Rez and ZTR get those kills to trade back for a 2-for-1. AWP in the backlines. Buster gonna land some serious shots, but he doesn't land a thing. Sanji and Jame now left alone towards the CT spawn. They got ZTR held into the corner, ready to receive them here with the AKs. They're putting Incendiaries down to mid doors, but that's the wrong side. They need to check. Spray through, kill on Sanji. It's all left to Jame now. The last man left, the last warrior for Virtus Pro, as Nork shuts him down. NIP will 2-0 VP make their way out of play-ins and into the group stage of IEM Katowice.